Hi, today I will be speaking to you about why having kids in beauty pageants is wrong. Parents want the best for their kids, but some go too far. Exploiting their kids for money, reward, and more is not okay. Neither is showing kids that the way to success is through looks and what others think of you. In this speech today, I will tell you the 3 main reasons that kids should not be entered in beauty pageants. The first being mental and social effects. Second, the environment, and third, the attitude that they have with their personality. First, let's think about why we should not have beauty pageants for kids.
There are multiple reasons that kids should not be in beauty pageants. Beauty pageants affect mental and social effects. Mentally, kids who are entered in beauty pageants struggle with knowing that they have to earn something based on more than just looks. Socially, kids in this position are greedy and can't make friends or think higher of themselves, and others don't want to be around them. On the TLC show Toddlers and Tiaras, their website, it says, on any given weekend, on stages across the country, little girls and boys parade around wearing makeup, false eyelashes, spray tans, and fake hair to be judged on their beauty, personality, and costumes. Toddlers and Tiaras follows families on their quest for sparkly crowns, big titles, and lots of cash. The preparation is intense as it gets down to the final week before the pageant. From hair and nail appointments to finishing touches on gowns and suits to numerous coaching sessions or rehearsals, each child preps their performance. But once at the pageant, it's all up to the judges, and drama ensues when every parent wants to prove that their child is beautiful. Said personality of their pageant is based on questions like, what would you do if you could change the world? They think like a supermodel, and they want to look like them, which could cause an eating disorder or even more. Using makeup, let alone all that makeup, at such a young age can be harmful to the skin. The chemicals in makeup harm the younger kids' faces because their skin is more sensitive than an adult. If you had to pick one thing about pageants to do or not to do, what would you pick?
I think that pageants should be more about expressing yourself and less about the dress and the spray tan. So I think natural pageants should be more of a thing instead of glamour pageants.
Do you think the questions that they ask are fair?
No, because if someone was to ask you, the judges were to ask you something like, what would you change about the world if you could? Of course, every girl out there is going to say world peace, but that's not what they think in their brain. One girl could be like, oh, I really want some ice cream for free, but they're not going to actually think world peace. So you're judging the fakeness of their character instead of their actual character.
So you think everything's rehearsed?
Yes.
Okay. If you had to give advice to the kids and parents watching, what would your advice be?
Don't do it.
Why do you say don't do it?
I think it shows the kid that being not yourself is more important than being who you are and showing people who you are. I definitely think that for me, it's been more my mom. She just wants the money, and she wants me to get a higher title and the crown to put in my room rather than showing my inner beauty and who I am.
If you had to give advice to a judge on how to judge everyone in general, what would you ask them to judge on?
I think they should judge on their confidence.
You may see what I'm starting to talk about when I say that it destroys more than just kids' self-esteem. Everyone wants to be perfect and be in the best environment for them. But beauty pageants aren't fitting that bill. And let's just let you know why. Being put in a place that looks for everything. Kids wearing fake eyelashes, spray tans, fake nails, and pretty much just dressed up as Barbie dolls. That's not the kind of environment you want to be around. When we teach kids that it's all on the inside that counts, but we counteract that with this. A quote was that the cons of children's beauty pageants are that they encourage superficial looks instead of inner beauty. They teach unhealthy competition based on looks, rather than skill or talent. It can be particularly tough for sensitive children to whom a loss is a damaging blow to their self-esteem. Children's pageants are also very expensive, with dresses often costing more than $1,000. This can put parents in extreme debt and will teach the child that nothing about the value of money.
Talked about the effects and the environment. I want to bring to your attention the attitude and personality from kids and parents at the pageants. At pageants, kids who do not win and do win are treated differently. The ones that don't win can be a sore loser. We understand that wanting to win is important, and that's why you're here. But when the parent is screaming and talking trash about the other contestants, that really brings down their self-esteem and looks bad on the other kids, and especially the kids of that mom or dad. There's a difference between cockiness and confidence. When you have confidence, you're you and you are expressing yourself, but you're not full of yourself. Most people don't know the difference between that, but at pageants you can tell. There's rewards, prizes, and titles that go out to almost everyone at pageants. There are more important titles and there are lower titles, but some pageants want you to think, oh, you did well because you were here. And as great as that is, it's still not right to have pageants. They think that pageants make rewards and prizes and titles more important than the experience and the fun. A quote is, "My daughter looks like a Barbie, and I tell her to exploit it. This is your life. You take what you have and run with it." That is so wrong. It just shows that if you can exploit your own kid like that, you don't have self-respect for yourself or for your child. You should never exploit someone. You should never want someone who's 10 or younger or any age to exploit themselves like that. It's not right. And as you can see, there are many things that change kids' lives for better or for worse. Beauty pageants are definitely for worse. We as people can change the world. You should not and cannot let this happen. If we let this happen, we are saying that showing kids the wrong way to act and treat and think of themselves is okay. I'm sure you all don't agree with beauty pageants, but to make sure you see my point, I want to end this with a video about how pageants are for the worse and change you.